welcome back to the No Shame Podcast. It is me, Bartender and Wolf. Restless might be joining us later, but we got some interesting stuff to talk about. The first thing I want to bring up, I went and watched a movie today, and I want you guys to guess which one I watched. So there was the Sheep Detective movie.
Mando and Grogu.
Yes, Bartender got it right.
Without even me asking, he just fucking guesses it.
Yes.
Right,
So it was the Sheep Detective, Mandalorian and Grogu, and Passenger, and I went and watched Mandalorian and Grogu. I thought it was great, even though people are not liking it. In my opinion, it is if you're a beginning Star Wars fan like me, I'm starting to watch the movies. This is perfect for any beginner Star Wars fan. Now, my next question that leads from that one. There's a lot of debates on this, but what way did you watch the Star Wars movies? Did you watch them in episode order, storyline order, release order?
I see. When I was growing up, watching Star Wars, like I wasn't even I was too young to even be aware of the prequels at that point, and so my parents pretty much just raised me on the original trilogy. But
Yeah.
I think that was a good way of going about it, because definitely watching it in the order the movies were made definitely just sort of helped put things into perspective. I mean, the original trilogy from A New Hope to Empire, it's like that trilogy is pretty much the foundation of what built this entire universe in the beginning, right from the get-go. And the prequels were literally, as their namesake, prequels. So I think in order to really get into perspective, like the thought process behind making these movies and really appreciate them for what they are, you have to watch them in release order, because I think, like I've said it again, like it's kind of like playing the Metal Gear Solid games in chronological order as opposed to release order, or even like the Halo games, because there's definitely a level of like technical competence that George Lucas and LucasArts managed to achieve back then when they filmed the original trilogy. And you just watch it progress, but it's also the way that the world building goes about telling its story in the prequels. Like there's a lot that you won't really understand or really appreciate if you watch the prequels first. So yeah, definitely need to go about it watching the original trilogy first, then prequels, then should you want to watch them, the sequel trilogy.
Because I was gonna watch them in a episode order.
It's completely up to you.
You'd be doing yourself a disservice, in my opinion.
I personally think it's up to you. Like, I watched them in episode order, and I enjoyed them. Because even though it still tells the story, it don't really matter.
Yeah, but you would have been raised on like the special edition cuts of the original trilogy that have just been washed over with like CGI to replace like the original effects that were already, groundbreaking on their own before the many like special editions that George Lucas just, decided to pump out on a whim. Like I grew up on the original VHS tapes, like their original cuts. None of this, remastering bullshit that you can own. Like, it's the only way that you'll be able to watch them now, unless you have the original VHS tapes as Star Wars came out, and not the special edition DVDs. Like, all you'll be able to watch is the special editions on Disney Plus or anywhere, because you can't find the original copies anymore.
Another funny thing is, after I told my dad I'm gonna watch the Star Wars movies, because he likes Star Wars. He told me, once you're done watching all the Star Wars movies, I'm gonna have you watch Star Trek.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah. He's gonna have me watch Star Trek after I'm done with Star Wars.
Interesting.
see, like Star
Yeah.
Trek is alright if you want to get into them, like the more political side of the things. Whereas, like, I think that's what sort of like started this whole debate between Star Trek and Star Wars. Like, as far as I know, like the two camps were sort of like in their own separate worlds. But then once the prequel trilogy of Star Wars movies came about, it was really delving way too deep into the sort of like political side of things in the narrative and like how the story came about. And a lot of that, you know, Star Trek was already pretty much doing on its own. So it's like, you know, you're basically watching Star Trek with Star Wars font.
The next topic I want to bring up, we talked about it in the last episode, mixtape. I finally played through. Actually, after we recorded that episode, I beat the game in 3 hours, and I want to give my opinion. I want to give my opinion on the game because I'm one trophy away from platinuming the game. I loved it. The storyline was pretty interesting. The music that they played throughout every chapter was really good. My one gripe about it though is there's certain missions that get really annoying. Like there's a mission where you have to go into like a blockbuster and you have to find 3 movies while you're drunk. So you're playing through the eyes of a drunk person and it makes your stomach all queasy. That was annoying as hell. There's another mission where you have to walk around as in the camcorder perspective at a party, and you have to go and look through everything. I wasn't a fan of that. But the game's good nonetheless.
Yeah. Speaking about like new games we've recently picked up, I recently picked up a new game that just came out the other day. It is called Lunar Abyss. It feels so like, okay, so you're this person from Earth who's been taken to this like red moon. It looks like a red moon, but it's like a sort of like an encampment. You're trapped there, and it's only, mind you, this is for only people who have red eyes. If you have red eyes, then you get taken to the encampment, and you're sort of imprisoned, and you're sort of like the people have to like work, and like they're pretty much slaves.
Sort of, you are.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're slaves. You're pretty much slaving away, etc., etc. But this one person, that you play as, it's so cool. Honestly, like the gameplay, in my personal opinion, it feels like Doom because so far I've got I'm 2 hours into the game. There's multiple chapters, but I'm 2 hours into the game so far. You come across different bosses and different, you know, enemies and stuff. There's 2 weapons that I've got so far. I've got, you know, you get this weird like laser blaster, and then this other one, which is like
what game did you say this was again?
Lunar Abyss. And the second one is like a shield breaker.
Lunar Abyss, that was just
released.
Announced that.
No,
released.
It just released.
A recently released single-player story-driven first-person shooter. Yeah.
Bullet hell.
It just came out. I have access to it.
See, there's a game that I've got on my Steam wishlist that I'm pretty sure has, you know, done similar things.
I can show you some gameplay later on if you want.
Better.
But it's really interesting.
Yeah, maybe later. But there's this one other game. Hold on, it's been sitting in my wish list for quite some time. Not Fallen Aces.
If it's that one game you've been telling me about,
year.
if it's something you've been telling me about, then whilst he's looking for that,
but it's
oh no, you found it.
Interesting.
No, not
like,
Reanimal.
um,
Yeah, just keep going. I'll get
right.
back to you in a
So
bit.
yeah, it's a pretty cool game. I've enjoyed it so far. Yeah, I do recommend if you sort of like if you like the Doom games, like that sort of like formula, then yeah, I recommend you pick it up. But I'd like to talk about what Infinity Ward has been doing recently.
I've been seeing all their shit.
So,
Everyone fucking knows.
so
They're
Infinity,
making a new and like basically they're just making a new Modern Warfare, and
well,
they're
this
just
is
tickling everyone. They're fondling with everyone's balls over the internet with just
this
this
is what they
one
said.
fucking message post.
So they said that they're making the definitive Modern Warfare. So this could
Yeah.
compile the same grittiness as 2019, the same sort of mechanics as Modern Warfare 2 and 3, but all
Oh my
compiled
god.
compiled to be in one game. That's what I think that's going to happen because they're
If
making
it's the
a
same shit
definitive.
as MW2, I'm not playing it.
Or they can go in the right direction. Fuck that entire analogy. Like, fuck that fucking methodology of development off entirely and just build the core gameplay from scratch. Make it a bit more slower paced. They want to give people like gritty. Slow it the fuck down.
Listen,
Right.
I
None of this.
understand. I understand people really like MW 2019, but the only fun game mode in that game was S&D and nothing else.
Right. I'm gonna list some stuff from a wish list. You tell me yes or no, okay?
All right.
No minimap and red dots.
No. We
No.
want minimap.
Alright. No open matchmaking.
There was no minimap in Modern Warfare
Wait,
2019
what'd you say?
either.
Yeah, I hated it.
No open matchmaking.
No. Keep it. Actually, wait. Keep skill-based matchmaking out of the game.
No. This is open matchmaking, not skill based. Open matchmaking.
I'm fine with open.
Okay.
See, the problem with COD fans is that they don't know what they want anymore. I mean, like for the past 5 years, you've all been bitching about, oh, I want fucking, I don't want to get rid of skill-based matchmaking.
I've
90% of you tried out
years.
X-Defiant when it launched and was boasting about no skill-based matchmaking as part of its marketing pitch. A lot of you tried it, realized that you weren't top shit anymore because, there was no skill-based matchmaking to begin with and decided, oh, we want it back. And now it's just gone in another vicious cycle where you fucking hate it and you want to get rid of it.
Keep skill-based matchmaking out of games, please.
Okay.
Well, hold on. All right.
Hold on. Let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase.
If we got rid
Call
of
of Duty
skill-based
only.
matchmaking, like every other esport would be fucked right now.
Let me rephrase. Only Call of Duty. Keep it out of COD.
All right. Well, if we're going to do that, it can just basically be eliminated from any kind of esports competition altogether. Because if there's nothing to sort of define skill groups, then what's the enjoyment? Because clearly you guys hate it when you're getting your fucking dick munched 24/7. You hate it when you're just not doing nothing but fucking pounding on people with no kind of fight back. So what do you want? Do you want the challenge? Do you want something that's, going to level the playing field? Or do you just want, the game to basically be a sycophant and, constantly give you a dopamine hit telling you that you're the best? When really you're just, the invisible hand of God is just cranking the difficulty down for you. That's why, I'm a big advocate for skill-based matchmaking, especially for multiplayer games. And it's very rare that, it should be eliminated from any multiplayer game. If we're talking like, sandbox games, yeah, like, but if for something that's quite truthfully being built as a sort of competitive esport or like any like some kind of competitive game, which COD is really trying to be nowadays, you're gonna have to go with some kind of matchmaking algorithm that's gonna separate the wheat from the chaff. You don't, it's just gonna be a shit show.
Okay.
What's next?
Shipment 24/7.
No,
No, fuck
I'm
off.
tired of it.
Okay.
I'm so tired of it.
Weapon platforms.
People just use it as a fucking
Weapon
XP grind
platforms.
anyway.
What do you mean by that?
So basically, what he means by weapon platforms is pretty much like the base, sort of chassis of a weapon that you can just, sort of build upon. So, like, you think weapon platforms, you've got Kalashnikov with its AK platform. You can transform an AK to an AK-47 or a 74
Similar, yeah.
US
Similar to what Modern Warfare 2 had.
RPK, or
Nah, I hated
with
Modern
the
Warfare 2.
AR,
Like where you can
with the AR platform, go
so
from
you, yeah.
AR-15 to M4A1.
So you can change. So it's
That kind of
part of
shit.
it's part of the same class. Whoops, same family class.
Not so much the clay. It's basically like, a platform for guns to be manufactured, like manufactured by a certain gun manufacturer that's, got different variants of the same weapon. Same with like, the Scar or, Heckler and Koch's MP line with the MP5, MP7.
Right. Perk
That kind of
packages.
bullshit.
Perk packages? No.
Leaderboard events.
No.
Okay. Visual
Hell
Fuck
recoil.
no.
leaderboard events off.
Visual recoil? No.
200 long shots
Okay,
per
well,
weapon.
hold on. I've never understood that term. What do you mean by visual recoil?
Isn't it the MW2 shit that people were pissed off about when you shoot your gun and it just go like this and you can barely see
Yeah.
anything?
Same in
I
2019
hated
as
that.
well. 2019.
I don't like that.
What, where like every time you pull the trigger, your
Just-
whole screen's just flooded with all this
You
shake and
can't
jitter
see
and smoke
nothing
and
at
bleh.
all.
So
I
you
don't like
want the shooting to feel something akin to what? Rainbow or like Rainbow
Yes.
Six or fucking Insurgency Sandstorm.
See, Rainbow Six shooting in COD would be nice.
Okay. Original COD HQ UI.
Original COD HQ.
So that Hulu looking at.
No, keep the Hulu shit out.
You over design your menu. Look, I'm all good for, awesome looking menus, but when you're literally hiding them behind, when you're hiding basic functions behind 9 different fucking tabs and screens,
Yeah,
you've overcomplicated your shit.
it's way too complicated to figure out what you want to do.
Okay.
Either just make your menu as simple as the fucking
Like the old
list
CODs.
menu, the listing menu from like the old iterations of the IW engine,
Yeah.
or just fucking dumb it down. Like keep it simple, stupid.
That's that. Okay. I'd also like to move on to something that's gonna not really tick you off, Matt, but
We're already
to...
talking about COD. I'm fucking hating this
All right.
anyway.
Well, let's talk about Destiny, shall we? Let's talk about how Bungie.
I don't care for Destiny. I do not care. I don't even play that game.
Look,
let's just talk about how
to wrap
Destiny
up,
Destiny is absolutely dead now. Bungie can't afford to fix this shit. Let alone Marathon.
That's kind of obvious.
We let
Marathon
be released because of this.
Oh my god.
What do you mean you? Like it was a Bungie decision.
No,
they've been losing profits anyway, and it's just come back to bite them in the ass. They're already they're already under mass layoffs at the moment.
I think they just should have made Destiny 3.
Well,
what they should have done rather than just fucking make yet another live service game is, work on games that they've been brilliant at making in the past, which
that's true.
Clearly cut, and well-designed story experiences, whether it be shooters or not, with a and just, have the multiplayer suite there as a sort of, as an afterthought. Like, just It's
yeah.
just, you know, the fun part tacked onto the main cock and balls of the entire experience.
This is what has been stated. So Bungie never started development on Destiny 3 because of how much money it would cost to develop it, and yet there's 80,000 signatures on a petition for Destiny 3 to be made.
They're not a petition. They're not a fucking government organization. What the fuck is a petition gonna do? Like, if you want to make Destiny 3, you like start up your own studio, buy the fucking licensing off of Bungie, make your own.
This
Do
entire
what Microsoft
topic,
did with Halo from Bungie. Just like
this entire topic,
job,
I could care less because I don't play Destiny. I've never been a fan
holy
of Destiny.
fucking shit! It is actually like. It is actually so fucking asinine that people are trying to do that because it just doesn't make any sense. Look, if you think you can do a better job making a better game than, you know, Destiny 2, you go fucking start up your own studio. You put in the fucking legwork. I want to see your fucking 3,000 page design document for your live service bullshit and try and sell it to me.
Right.
Yeah.
Blaze, you'll like this one. So we've got the Summer Game Fest coming up. Unfortunately, we can't react to it, but we'll be discussing about it later on when we do the podcast next episode. Fortnite will likely have an announcement at Summer Game Fest. The event happens during the show, so yeah, the Fortnite event that's going to be happening will be happening during the show, and both the creator Jeff Keighley and the event account have interacted with the Fortnite event tweet.
What is it? Them gonna announce that they're adding Disney Plus to their Fortnite Crew subscription?
Most likely.
That's fucking stupid.
Oh, God. Because that game needs to be fucking corporatized and even further fucking monetized. Jesus,
I think that's the
fucking
stupidest thing Fortnite's ever done with a collab like that.
This is why I've just like, you know, rather than, you know, fixing their fucking engine and optimizing their open source code that so many other people trying to make their game, like make games on their engine are doing.
Yeah.
They'd rather just, you know, keep trying to funnel like fucked ideas just to inflate their bloody profits. Fix your shit, maybe. Like, Jesus Christ, the Unreal 5 engine, like, you're still trying to, like, study indie devs and how they've been utilizing your engine to fucking manipulate the lighting so it doesn't look like a fucking Unreal Engine game. Like, I think I've already said this before, like, Epic Games have literally just been, like, asking, you know, devs from all different spaces using UE5, going, how have you made games not look like they were made on our engine? And it's, you know, just a simple matter of the whole lighting engine is just fucked. It's just so samey across the board and baked in. Like, I get that it makes developing these games a hell of a lot easier, but at the same time, like, you know, having it too samey, like, does sort of kill any kind of, you know, individual identity from any other dev trying to make their own shit.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes any sense.
I just want to move on to some media stuff. We got our first look at the new Boys prequel series called What Rising. The trailer came out, I think, 2 days. I think it came out yesterday because there was a bunch of leaks online. I'll be watching it personally because it looks really interesting.
I want Invincible season 5.
But yeah, Blaze, you watched the finale of The Boys with me. Tell me your thoughts.
Yes, I did watch it. The beginning part I was not interested in that beginning part, but once it got to the fighting stuff, that's when I actually paid more attention to the show. Like, I'm so fucking happy the Deep got killed. I've been wanting him to die since I saw him in season 1. the Homelander part where he tries to fly out of the Oval Office with no powers, that was funny as hell.
Yeah,
And
that's a new meme. That's the
seeing,
last meme we get.
oh yeah, and then seeing Butcher just kill Homelander, just felt so nice to see
I
that.
loved like.
Pried him open, like pried his top off like a Coke can.
Oh,
I
did you
think.
watch it?
Yeah,
Did you watch it as well?
Yeah, yeah. I
Okay,
completely caught up
but
over the
there
past week. I've just been binging nothing but the boys.
there is a thing that people are arguing about, and I want to get your guys' opinions on it. How do you feel about Starlight and that guy naming their baby after his past girlfriend? People are not liking it.
Honestly, I couldn't care. Like, it's a good full circle moment. Just leave
yeah.
it as it
Yeah.
is.
Like
Now,
yeah. It's sort of like honoring that she died. I mean, think about it. He was
No, the
standing.
way not a death. I see that as, you know, pretty much just as like an honorable callback to where all this bullshit even
Started.
began.
Yeah.
yeah. I
All of
liked how
this
they brought it
started
all
because
back to
A
where it
Train
started.
fucking plowed through Robin in the first place,
See,
and we've had like 5 seasons worth of just an endless conga
alright,
line of
so
bullshit just to get to
Yeah.
topping off
am I the only
Homelander.
person? Am I the only person, or was you guys waiting for a new speedster to just ram straight through Starlight?
Ran through Starlight. I was
I
expecting it to happen, but I was like,
Because
nah, they're
then it
not
would
gonna
have been
do it.
full circle again, which could. You know, I posted a tweet. I was like, I think I replied to someone about it, and I was like, this could have been such a huge setup for the boys Mexico.
But sorry to cut you off there, but there's another argument people are doing. I need both your opinions on this.
Mhm.
They're saying that the boys ending was better than Stranger Things ending. In
Ooh.
my opinion, I say Stranger Things was better.
Um, I have my reservations because like we're talking about Eric Kripke, who's, you know, a renowned creator of TV shows. Like, we're talking about the guy who, you know, created and wrote Supernatural. Stranger
Yeah.
Things, yeah, like it was good, but again, this whole like Stranger Things as a series as a whole has just been feeding off of people's, you know, nostalgia for the 80s, and then has basically just fed this sort of pseudo nostalgia in younger kids watching the entire series thinking, oh, I've been born in the wrong decade. Bullshit. Like, fucking. Because, like, I've got my gripes and praises with Stranger Things. I think it was, you know, a good show,
Yeah.
but it definitely was rushed in its pacing towards the end.
Yeah.
Like, whereas the boys, I think, ended on a neat little bow, and the fact that it still left people wanting more, rather than just being, you know, merely satisfied with it, I think is a testament to how well it was written. Because from an objective standpoint, 5 seasons and 8 episodes in each was enough for the series. Like, it told the story that it wanted to. Like, the writing in season 4 was definitely a bit
Interesting, but
patchy in some areas.
Yeah.
Well, because like you look at season 4 and the boys, like there are some characters that really behaved in contrast to how they were, like almost like on the extreme, like end of the fucking spectrum compared to how they usually behave in the past. And then you know, towards the end of season 4, it just suddenly went back to normal. It was like, okay, well, I guess we're just gonna forget all of the bullshit that we went through in the past couple of episodes.
hmm.
Season 5, though, it was like it knew that it was gonna be the last season, but it really did well to tie off loose ends without trying, you know, so hard to go full carte blanche in, making it too open-ended either. Like, yeah, there's a couple of questions that you can, leave yourself pondering, but it's more, surface level bullshit rather than just, thinking of a whole other fucking series. Oh, what if they did like, The Boys Mexico, like fucking Wolf did
Well,
not
it's
too long
confirmed.
ago. So
We're getting the boys Mexico. We are getting it.
I think like the story's done. It's well done. It's like everything's wrapped up. It may not have been, one to one with the comics, but like as far as a TV adaptation goes, perfect. Toppy tippers. Doesn't need to go any
Well, I
further.
I had a lovely conversation with someone that was part of the boys community. There was a tweet that was going around. People were bitching saying, "Oh yeah, the boys season 5 was the worst season ever. It's the worst."
What have I told you about tweets being unreliable sources?
Well,
They're just rage bait.
I know. Well, this guy was genuine. Like he had such hatred for it. So
Yeah, because he's trying to get likes and shit.
I
So
left a
it'll
lovely
pop
comment
up.
saying that. I mean, well, what did you expect? Like, it's not the comics. You're not gonna like. And the guy that I was talking to, that was replying to me, he was agreeing with me because he said about like if we had what the comics had in the as a show, we would have had 2 more seasons. Because mind you, Frenchie and Huey's backstory goes way into depth. Like it's too much into depth. Whereas you watch the show, you get to know Frenchie and Huey within a couple of episodes. Whereas the comics, too much, and then you got MM and Kimiko, which is a short backstory to be honest with you. But I think if we did have the comics as a TV show, it would it wouldn't like there is shit they can't show on television that's in the comics.
So, sorry, I'm just laughing at a tweet. Someone edited Butcher when he's prying open Homelander's head, but it's edited to where he's using the crowbar to pry open a Fortnite chest and he finds some golden scars in it.
Oh my god.
Fuck's sake.
But I'll tell you what really kind of had me a little bit teared up was, when Butcher was in the 7 Tower and he knew he had to he had a job to be done. Like he wanted to end Soups, even though his main goal was to kill Homelander. He wanted to get rid of the Soups
No,
in
you're reading it
general.
wrong. He was obsessed. He was obsessed. It was all that he had left. Like, his son left him. His dog
Yeah.
died. He didn't have any immediate family to turn to. Killing Soups was all that he had left. And, like, Huey knew that. That's why he went to confront Butcher in the first place to stop him because, there was no stopping Butcher. The only way to stop him was to kill him. Because
But
otherwise he would have just committed absolute genocide and he would have basically, he pretty much would have been the polar opposite of Homelander as far as anyone was concerned. Homelander, he was pretty much wanting to enslave the entire human race and become a god. And Soups were basically just his, his
bitch.
underlings. Butcher, on the other hand, he wanted to commit genocide on the entire race of superhumans and call it a day. So, you've got two ends of the extreme, none of them are the solution.
But no, what really upset me, well not upset me, but like made me tear up was his final speech. Like he said to Huey that like you always were there, like no matter what I did and shit. And not only that, he said that you are a real spitting image of Lenny, which really it hit
Yeah.
because like knowing Butcher's backstory, it comes so close and it's just it hits so much. It's so like I love Butcher as a character. Like I loved his humor, his grittiness, his just him in general. Not because his name is my name, but it's just him in general. Bully Butcher as a character as a whole, I liked him. But yeah, I really loved the boys. It was nice, you know, watching Gen V as well because Gen V. But it's a shame that it got cancelled though. They really did retcon the Gen V characters.
Haven't we already discussed this? That's some like I swear we've had to listen to you bitch about Gen V being cancelled like for the third time now.
Now, what I really want to hear is Wolf's opinion when he finally watches Invincible. You need to catch up on that now since you're done with the boys.
Yeah, I have. I'll tell you what. I did actually dabble upon it whilst I was watching the boys way back when I started watching the boys. I need to rewatch it.
Man,
Invincible
I'm watching
is
Shogun right
so good.
Yeah, I'll watch Invincible. What else is coming out? What else is?
All right, let's move on really quickly.
All right.
Forza Horizon 6. I played it for a week straight.
I played it for
and
a
I
week
got
straight.
the
So not
I
only
got the
you, I played it
legendary
for a week straight as
wristband.
well, you motherfucker. Don't just say you.
So listen to this.
Yeah, but how many races have you actually won compared to Blazer's stat sheet?
So
Because I
I
can guarantee
have-
you
How
with the
about
way that you
Matt?
drive.
How about you shut the fuck up and you get on the game?
Hold on.
Dude, you drive like a fucking grandma and a teenage girl who are somehow combined and are blind.
So I already have the legendary wristband. I'm done with the wristband category. I just have to max out the Discovering Japan thing. But there's a funny thing that happened one night. Wolf was on Forza, so I hopped on. He's like, "What level are you?" I was like, "I think I'm level 40 something." He's like, "Oh wow, already?" The next day, he's like, "What level are you again?" I'm like, 103. He's like, "Jesus fuck." I'm like, "Yeah, I've been playing this game. I have let me look how many hours I have so far." I love this
Yeah,
game.
and it
It's
also
beautiful.
helps that he's driving on a higher AI difficulty and with like next to 0 assists,
Almost 18
Wolf,
hours.
which
I've almost
also multiplies the amount of credits that he's getting back as well. So he earns more rewards
I have
by limiting the amount of assists that he has active.
2 million
So,
credits right
Wolf,
now.
if you want to fast track yourself and get as many credits as Blaze does, stop being a pussy and switch to manual transmission and get rid of like all other assists. Boost the AI difficulty up as well. Because
But
you ain't gonna get fucking anyway.
I am loving Forza 6, which brings me into the question that I wanted to ask before the pod. What are your guys' ideas for a expansion for Forza 6 to do in the future?
Oh, let's see. Okay. So pretty much typically since Forza Horizon 2, they've had, an expansion that was pretty much bringing in like or celebrating like a particular discipline of racing, right? Or bringing you to a whole new area. With and the second expansion typically would be tied to a big franchise. It's been pretty prevalent since Forza Horizon 2 and Forza Horizon 3 as well. Forza Horizon 3, I remember we had the Blizzard expansion, the Blizzard Peak expansion, which brought us into a snowy biome for once. And it was all like mountain racing, a lot of snow rallies as well. And then we had the Hot Wheels expansion for Forza Horizon 3 as well. FH4, we had Lego Speed Champions and the Thunder Island, I think it was called. Like
I think so.
FH5, we had the Rally Adventure expansion, which basically brought, baby's first, rally game to Forza in a way. and then after that, another Hot Wheels expansion. I think we've touched Hot Wheels enough. What I would like
Yeah.
to see is something Initial D or
Yeah.
MF Ghost related in its fun expansion. But for its more serious, grounded expansion going into a racing discipline, I want to see something akin to Formula Drift, or I forget what Japan used to call it because they were pretty much the pioneers of the sport, like Drift Attack
Mm.
in Okinawa, because they had like a very popular track in Okinawa that people still take their rental cars to as tourists just to see what it's like and fucking fang it whenever they get the chance.
See, my idea for one of the expansions was do a anime expansion, like Initial D, MF Ghost, all kinds of animes for an expansion.
Mm.
That's kind of like my idea.
They could do Overtake.
Yeah, but for like the serious one, I want to see them do some kind of like drift story expansion where it takes you on a story of how drifting started and all these people. Something like that.
They could easily do that with an Initial D MF Ghost expansion. I think because the first expansion is typically like to a completely new island or a new area that's basically giving you more. Like the Thunder Island expansion for FH4, it was literally just like an island with one of the largest drift zones in the game at that time. But it also had, a bunch of new tracks that were awesome. Like you had these mountainous rally stages as well, where you were pretty much driving on the edge of a cliff for 90% of the track. And then you also had those cross country, speed zones where you had to like basically bolt an entire like buggy or something from
Oh,
from the peak of the mountain to the beachhead.
I just saw the tweet
Treasure Island, that's what it was called.
since we're talking about expansions, someone talked about doing a Kaiju Island expansion with like Godzilla and shit.
Kaiju Island.
Yeah.
Jeez, so you're just gonna be racing around like Godzilla or something like that, like the generic off-brand version of Godzilla, just so that they don't get hit with like Japanese lawsuits.
You're just doing a race and all you see is Godzilla fighting another kaiju.
Fighting the Gundam.
Oh yeah, the Gundam versus Godzilla. That'd be interesting.
I think it would be interesting. Like,
another thing I see people complain about with Forza 6 is the wheel spins. It's like every Forza game that comes out.
They've been watered down. Like, I feel like they've been watered down.
It's
since
just
Forza Horizon 5, though.
With every Forza game, everyone starts complaining about wheel spins until they start getting something good out of it.
Who fucking cares? Like, that's what the auction is for. If people got
Exactly.
copies of, if people have copies of like whatever car that's good and they don't want a second one, more often than not, people will put it onto the auction house and then you just, place your bid, buy one.
Like
that's how I've gotten so many AE86s.
To people watching
besides
right
getting
now,
a lucky roll, of course,
that are complaining about the wheel spins, about the clothing. You know, if you go into the shop and buy every piece of clothing, you won't get that clothing in the goddamn wheel spin.
Who fucking cares? I'm more about the cars.
Oh, I went into Forza 6 the other day and I made the car from Initial D.
Oh, like what? Like the AE86?
Yes, I made it.
The Toyota AE86. Yeah. So if you want that to be a bit more in line with how it actually is built in. I think it's right up to about third or fourth stage in Initial D. I'll show you what engine to swap it to, and
See,
we'll
what
just
I
tune it
did
up from there.
is I follow this dude on TikTok. He's a very, very, I can't remember his name, but he's really good at teaching people how to tune cars. And I watched his TikTok on
Hoshi.
how, yeah, I watched his TikTok on how to tune it to make it drift well, and the customization to make it look like the car.
Mm.
I just followed his video.
Yeah, like Hoshi's been pretty good for tune-ups in Forza. But like as good as the AE86 is, if you try to tune it specifically for drifting, you ain't gonna get far. Like all you really need is to just lock the rear diff in the tuning menu, but all the upgrades are pretty much geared for just racing specifically, and you've basically got Takumi Fujiwara's 86.
So, I don't remember if
Very
I
simple.
talked about this on the last episode, but I remember saying something about it. People are already trying to think what the next Forza game's going to. This
Yeah, they're
dude
thinking
has
of New
3
Zealand, Brazil,
photos.
Africa.
Yep.
I'm saying the same thing.
I think they should just
No.
stop with the 6th one is to me is the final Forza Horizon game. It's perfect.
I think they should just move on to the next Forza series after that, and just get rid of. Not get rid of. Not get rid of.
No,
Like move on.
they like as far as like racing games are concerned, once new and better hardware comes out, there's going to be a new racing game. It's inevitable. Once the
Yeah.
PlayStation 6 comes out, expect to see Gran Turismo 8. And then, if Microsoft are willing to allow it, a new Forza Motorsport. But they
Yeah.
kind of gave Turn 10 the axe and just sort of forced them to work on Forza Horizon games along with Playground games. So we've probably seen the last of the Motorsport franchise, which is a shame because that was kind of like Xbox's competitor to, the PlayStation exclusive, racing simulator that was Gran Turismo, where you had like these multiple disciplines and campaigns and championships to compete in. It's a shame that we're not getting, racing games of that caliber anymore. Even more so with because we have yet to see a Need for Speed game where cars don't handle like absolute hot shit. I'm pretty sure you guys have probably seen my tweet about it, but someone kept trying to fucking glaze the 2015 Need for Speed reboot,
Oh my god, I saw it
saying that it
today.
was better than Forza Horizon 6 somehow. I'm like, really? Because all the lighting that you're seeing in that game is baked into the game. There is no daytime mode, and the reason why people stop modding a daytime into the game on the PC port is because all of the models that are basically hidden in the shadowy areas of the map are literally just pure black and have no textures to them because they didn't think that any player would actually care about what was in those shadowy areas. That's all the fucking bullshit that EA had to pull off and Criterion Games had to pull off to optimize that game well. Just because it looks like it's just been filtered through the fucking Bayhem methodology of editing, movies built for a video game doesn't make it good. Whereas Forza Horizon 6, that's all open world, dynamic lighting, dynamic weather, everything. It's all being rendered in real time. None of this baked lighting bullshit. And even then, like the cars Need for Speed 2015 as well handle Mario Kart fucked the Burnout franchise from behind. You know what I mean?
I saw a tweet. People are really liking that initial D car in Forza 6 because there's a lore accurate cup a cup of water in your car.
The 8.6, yeah.
No matter what you hit, it'll never spill.
God damn.
I just saw a dude. He tried to run into a
Yeah,
rock,
so you got
and
the
it didn't
the
do it.
AE86, and then you've got the GT86 from MF Ghost.
Someone has already modded Forza 6 to where you can play your Spotify songs in the game.
Yeah, which I saw as well, and I think that was a pretty interesting mod to include, because I don't know if you didn't play Forza Horizon 3, did you?
No, I started with
When we
4.
went to the Australian. Yeah, so Forza Horizon 3, when it released back in 2016, Microsoft had their own music service called Groove Music, which was tied to the Windows phone line that while they were partnered with Nokia, right?
Mm.
And I before that line of phones was discontinued, I actually had a Nokia Lumia 950 that ran on the Windows Phone OS. So it was like a Microsoft phone. And rather than having iTunes, I had Groove Music. And back then they had like a tie-in with a Spotify um, subscription as well. So if you had Spotify Premium, you had, Groove Music. So you could actually link your Groove Music account to Forza Horizon 3 through your Xbox and just play whatever songs that you bought like on their store as like your own sort of like MP3 player in the car. But since Groove Music has been discontinued and we no longer have Windows phones, and everyone's just opted to use Spotify and Windows Media Player and fucking iTunes on their desktops,
Mm.
we don't have that anymore. So it would be interesting to see, because Forza Horizon has been synonymous with not just cars but music as well. I mean, the whole premise of the Horizon Festival and the Forza Horizon games is, what if there was a big music festival where everyone brought their fast cars instead of drugs
Yeah.
like to the party? Like it's a big party where everyone brings cars instead of drugs. So like, I don't know if Microsoft can like rekindle that, business partnership between them and Spotify and link Spotify into the Forza Horizon games. That would be a fucking match made in heaven. Like, imagine that. You can just play whatever playlist you want through Forza Horizon. Just
Yeah.
listen to, like, your own tunes.
I'm going to say something real quick. Has nothing to do with what we're talking about. I hope this tweet is fake. I just saw the tweet that says Shrek 6 is officially in the works. Please don't make another one. The fifth one
I
with
think
the animation they showed was shit.
I'll give up.
I don't want to see no more.
I'll give
I
up.
think the Shrek franchise is over. They just need to stop. It's like with Toy Story. I saw the trailer for Toy Story today at the theater. They need to stop.
It's pretty much, see, Hollywood has basically just adopted this idea that, any original idea is not a safe investment and is not profitable.
Yeah.
That's why so many movies that come out nowadays are just sequels, unless the pitch for a brand new IP is solid. It's barely going to sell. So that's why we're seeing either movie adaptations of video games, books, or comics, and just more and more sequels of the same bullshit rather than anything original anymore,
It's like
which is kind of a fucking shame.
I need your guys' opinion on this too, because I was talking to my dad about this, and we were talking about how Independence Day, if you've seen that movie, the first one and the second one are
Hold on.
great. Hold on, I'll continue when he's done.
Right. Whilst we wait for him to come back. So, as you already know, it's summertime here in the UK.
Yeah, it's summertime here.
Yeah, well, it's. I think before we did the pod, I told you how hot it is here in the UK.
Yep.
Yeah, before we even did the podcast completely, uh, we obviously started to get to know each other, and I told you how hot it gets in the UK. Well, it is currently day 2 of the UK heat wave. This person has
How
tweeted
hot?
saying, "I've huh."
How hot?
Uh, we're reaching a maximum of at least 84 Fahrenheit. But
You will never survive here.
this person says, "I've reached the final stage of British survival. Curtains shut, fan on full power, and complaining professionally. I saw someone outside wearing jeans and immediately assumed they'd given up on life." But this is what the Mirror, one of our news articles, had to say. There's an urgent heat alert for 5 UK areas with greater risks to life, and it shows the heat thing. There's like half of the UK is covered in black. What the fuck does black mean? What the fuck does this mean?
The UK would never survive America.
What the fuck does this mean?
If the
Someone
UK
explain.
If the UK thinks 84 degrees Fahrenheit is hot, in America we get over 100 degrees. In the winter, we get negative like 2, maybe even more than that. The UK would never survive in America. If I came to the UK right now, I'd be walking around in jeans, a short sleeve, and be perfectly fine.
You'd be sweating.
With how hot you guys say it is? No. That's a normal day in the summer.
Put on a fucking puffer jacket. Put on a puffer jacket. I dare you.
I don't even know what a puffer jacket is.
You've never...
I'm gonna look this up.
Puffer jacket.
Puffer jackets. Don't wear one. You have the option to wear it.
Wear it. I dare you. During the UK heat, I dare you to wear it. And then...
What? Why are you wearing jackets during the heat?
No. I'm telling you. I dare you to wear it. Then at the end of the day, take it off and see how much sweat comes off.
The UK would never survive America. I'm just saying it.
I've been to America and see, American heat isn't so bad. It's for me, I can handle it. But this, the fuck. I'm telling you now, there's Americans that I told you this before. There's Americans that live in the UK and they say, yeah, this is a different fucking level.
There is evidence. There's a TikToker. I watch him. I think he's funny as hell. He's from the UK. Every time he comes to America during the summertime, he complains, and says, UK, stop complaining. It is way hotter over here than it is in the UK. And then during the wintertime, he's recorded himself during the wintertime. He's like, how the fuck do you Americans survive in this winter?
Dude, I'm just going to quote something from Baldur's Gate 3. We have the full concentration of the fucking sun.
That's...
Oh, God. Right, I have to find some more shit. I'm gonna tell you now, like, it's not okay. It's not okay. Not normal. Not normal.
Alright, I'm looking, So, I looked up the temperature in the UK right now, because I'm curious.
It's currently,
65 degrees. It feels like 69 is what my phone says.
75, not 75. 17 degrees Celsius. Do you know what tomorrow's going to be? Do you know what tomorrow's going to be?
Mm-hmm.
31 degrees Celsius with lows of 17.
You gotta think, in America, when there's heat and you mix humidity with it, that makes it 10 times worse. You'll get swamp ass in the span of 5 minutes of walking outside in America. Now, when it comes to wintertime, if you even stand outside when it's cold as shit with no gloves on, you'll get frostbite pretty quickly.
Bro, I sat outside in that. You know, I told you. Well, I didn't tell you. I sent you a snap yesterday, bro. I sat outside for at least an hour, an hour and a half actually. Right? already had Swamp Pass.
Now imagine playing American football in the summertime. Full pads, everything, contact. Oh, that sucks. You almost get heat stroke because of that. Especially in my football team that I played at, we played in all black, which all black mixed with heat does not mix at all. That makes you overheat
So
even
I've just
faster.
seen a tweet, right? So this person showed a DoorDash order, right? And they quoted saying, "Whoever ordered this shit on DoorDash needs to go to jail." So you got some rolling pin Dubai chocolate, right? Casual Dubai chocolate. You got some Airhead chewy assorted flavors. Fair enough. But and then just to wrap it up, how about a +1 Thrildo internal stimulator dildo?
What the fuck? Oh my god.
Do you think they deserve to go to jail?
I don't even have words. I don't have any words.
Right, so 7 hours ago, Shuna tweeted out saying Rocket League will share a big announcement tomorrow. It's been teased by developers and content creators. Now, if this is to do with bringing back trading, I'm all for it. Because you know why? Ever since they brought Rocket Racing, it has ruined the trading community. I have stuff that I don't need. I don't want. I would like to give to people. I want to give back to the community.
I just think the moment Rocket League collabed with Fortnite is the moment it ruined the game.
Exactly. And like, bro, I would rather I've got like dupes. I want to give a dupe to my fucking friends. You know what I mean? If you want something, I can give it to you. Better yet, on my original PlayStation account, because I'm gonna give you some context, right? My original PlayStation account I made back in 2017 when I got my PlayStation, and because I wanted to make content and stream, and obviously I put my date of birth on my account. I couldn't stream because obviously at the time I was 13. You need to be 18 to make to do streaming and record videos and shit. Yeah, all that jazz.
Ugh.
So I made a brand new account. So I made that in early 2018, and yeah. So I would like to trade my old shit, my fucking rare shit from Rocket League, and put it onto my main account now. Because I don't, you know what I mean. I'd like to have the shit I have. But yeah, if we get trading back in Rocket League, so be it. I'll have it. I'll take it. You know what I mean?
Rocket League used to be so fun. Then the moment they collabed with Fortnite, that's when I stopped playing it.
Ugh.
Oh fuck! What was I gonna? The Backrooms is coming out soon.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing that.
I saw a poster at the theater today. They finally put it up. Supergirl is coming out next month. I will probably only watch it for Lobo. That's all I care about.
Dude, I'm looking forward to Scary Movie. Scary Movie is gonna be good.
Scary Movie is coming out the same exact day as He-Man. I will not be watching He-Man.
See, I never really grew up with the He-Man franchise. Like, I wasn't really born in that era, to be honest with you. So
I didn't know who He-Man was until the trailer came out for the movie.
I only knew about so because I watched Smosh, I obviously knew about He-Man because they had a lot of He-Man references and shit. But I knew of He-Man, but I didn't really watch He-Man. So I don't think I'd be watching Masters of the Universe at all.
Nah.
But yeah, I'm looking. To be honest with you, we've got a lot of shit coming out this year, and I'm looking forward to it. There's some stuff that I'm not going to be watching, stuff that I will be watching.
So I saw the trailer for Disclosure Day, and I'll tell my dad about it. I was like, it's an interesting concept, but I'm not watching it in theaters. And he agrees with me that it's one of those movies that you don't go to the theaters to watch. You wait until it's on a streaming service and watch it at home. It's one of those kind of movies where you just watch it at home.
So because it's been so hot, I have finally got a fan. Do you remember the fan
Finally.
I had? Do you remember the fan I had? And it was just sat on the edge of my desk, and yeah, it broke. Look at this! Look at this big motherfucker.
I used to have one of those, but it died on me.
It's a big motherfucker. It's just currently blowing on my leg because it's not even that tall enough to hit my face. I might have to like angle it to hit my face, but yeah, it's currently blowing in my genital area, so I don't have that bull sweat.
Oh my god! Women singers need to stop. I just saw a tweet of Doja
Women
Cat on
singers-
stage. Let me say why. I just saw a tweet. Doja Cat like squats down and has a dude right on her ass and smack it. Women singers are making whores out of women nowadays. That's all it is. Because it used to be like women used to sing about heartbreak and shit like that. It was actually listenable. Now it's just my pussy, my ass, my butthole, my titties. What the fuck?
My pussy, my shithole.
It's like that one song, my neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. Or that one song where it's my booty pink, my booty hole brown, or whatever.
You might as well talk about the description on your shit. My dookie come out my shithole, come out brown, sticky, long, bits of corn.
Like, what the fuck?
Looks like dumplings. I ate broccoli, some sprouts, some macaroni.
The
Bro,
okay,
like,
so I've been on the journey for XP signs in Forza. There is 2 signs that are giving me the most difficult to get. There is one, you have to jump off a mountain and land on top of a house roof to get it.
Hold on, say that
then,
again. Say that again.
There's one that you have to jump off of a mountain.
No, I got that
and
part,
land on a house roof. I said it wrong. The roof of a house.
Roof. Are you a dog?
That's how I say it. It's either
Are you a dog?
the roof of a house.
There
Fuck
you
off.
go.
And then there's another one that you have to jump off another part of a mountain and hit it while it's on top of a damn ski lift. Those are so fucking annoying. But everything else has been... Every other XP sign has been fine. It's just those 2 are annoying as hell.
Right. I'm gonna...
As I was saying, not much has really happened this week that I've been paying attention to. Just work, gaming, and movies, but I am excited for the game show awards and stuff, so we can see like more footage of Wolverine that's coming out in September. Some new upcoming games coming out soon. Other than that, I have nothing else to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, mostly my stuff's been about Fortnite. We've got that community day happening on May 30th, so a lot of rare stuff's gonna come out. But other than that, that's it. I've got nothing else to say. I'm done.
I will say this before I say the outro. We have a new Fortnite season coming out June 5th. And we have a new Call of Duty season coming out in 11 days. So
I'm literally 2 levels away, or 2 Battle Pass levels away from finishing a Fortnite. Then I can continue my COD grind.
I finished the Battle Pass in a week on Fortnite.
So you just probably do the XP maps though.
No, me and my friends just play every single day for like hours on end until we complete it.
That's what I've been doing. I've been playing fucking Fortnite. But also, before we even wrap up, I'm going to be getting into Rocket League, so interesting. Yeah.
So yeah, like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Links for all of our socials and everything will be down below. Let us know what we should talk about next time, even though it's probably going to be gaming and movie news, but still. Like, subscribe, and see you guys next weekend.
Bye.